Thank you so much for tuning in to She's All Over the Place with Kiriaki. That's me. Okay, here we go, season 6. Oh, how I've missed you. How you doing? Woohoo! Yeah, make sure you're subscribing, CHONACAS.com on my website. Subscribe to my newsletter to stay in touch. Just like every season, we're going to be all over the place here. Wow, the lineup is insane. It's next level. It's eclectic. I just got back to my condo in New York City. I was in LA for a month working on some actor projects, and then I went to South by Southwest. This season is about empowering oneself, showing up and doing what you want to do. You have this little voice in your head that ruminates all the time, and sometimes we're really hard on one another or on ourselves, and we're always beating ourselves up and learning to, quiet down and be patient and be kind and lean in. Well, I've been doing that for years now, and I'm going to get into it on a whole nother episode, but this year is a dedication to all those ruminating thoughts of places I've wanted to go and things I've wanted to do, and to go and do them with leadership ability and not waiting on anyone. So this year, I've always wanted to go to South by Southwest, and finally I went, and I'm really excited, and I have some really cool, exciting places I plan to go in the next couple months and for the year. So we'll get into that in this season. I was graciously, personally asked to meet and greet RFK Jr. at his private event at South by Southwest. So that was epic, and I did a recording. I will play it on the very first episode, which is going to drop immediately. A lot has happened with music. I'm going to take you on my musical journey this series, and we're going to have a lot of filmmakers, producers, actors on. We're going to talk about social media and mental health. The Mental Health Awareness Month is coming up in May, and I have some really cool artists on, blockchain artists, Web3 AI artists, and talking about technology and, mental wellness and all of that jazz. And since I'm here in New York City, I've been coming up with visions how to empower myself as a creator through storytelling and creating new visuals, because I was living with A Lover's Fairy Tale, that body of work, for a very long time now. And in another episode, I'll get into details of how that is living in different places, and there'll be links in the show notes. And so you can find those, see them, hear them, and be a part of my creations, building a legacy over here. Speaking of, Madonna just had her 40th year celebration tour. It's happening right now. If you can catch it, please do. I saw her at Madison Square Garden, and I just saw her last week in LA. It was really, really phenomenal. The best show I've ever been to in my whole entire life. I highly suggest getting a ticket and go if you can. She really puts it all in and goes really all out on her visuals and the creativity for her performances. I've always admired her since I was really young. Eminem just came out with a new song with Big Sean. It's like these dope artists out of Detroit. I'm really stepping into my core and my power. There's no going back. There's only moving forward and shape-shifting, and it's all about mind framing. So, yeah, Madonna is the queen. I love her. Next week, here's another thing I did to show up. Tony Robbins, I knew about him since 2005 when I was in acting class, and literally it was like $10,000 or $15,000 just to go see him, and I'm like, who has that kind of money? Who's gonna spend that kind of money? So anyway, I really didn't. And through the pandemic, when everything went digital, he created a studio, and he made it really affordable for people to partake. And so I'm doing his Unleash Your Power next week, and it was under $500. So I'm really excited to share that experience with you. I asked him to be on the podcast, so I'm going to talk to his team. So hopefully he'll come on this season. I have Dr. Marcus Collins on this season. He is amazing. He's a professor in Michigan at the U of M in the marketing department, and he has a book called For the Culture, and I've read it twice. You can get it on audio. I definitely highly suggest you listening and reading and tuning in. He's speaking at all the events you can think about with all the biggest brands about innovation, and he is on the pulse. So he's definitely going to be on this season. I'm so excited, and I call him a dear friend now. Yeah, so what else? Anything you want to know about, you just let me know. Anyone you want me to interview for the show, I can reach out, have them on. Again, subscribe to my newsletter so we can stay in touch. That's on my website, CHONACAS. I look forward to an amazing season 6 with you. We are going to be all over over the place with entertainment and, dare I say, politics. I have never, ever, ever been into politics or giving my thought or my meanings of it. I've just been an observer this whole entire time with all that information of just learning and absorbing and seeing, getting to know myself from within and what I value truly. I'm ready to share stories, listen to stories, and have some people on the show to educate us together. No right and wrong, no blaming or shaming anything or anyone. I am just here to be a vessel and to shed light and clear a path so we can all evolve together. Okay, so that's it for season 6. Let's go. Mwah. See you soon.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Kiriaki, over and out.